Oh yeah, we got our second PCGS unboxing video to do for you today. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and as I promised in my last PCGS unboxing video, I would make a series out of this. This is video number 2. If you haven't watched video 1 yet, feel free to go ahead and click the link above here and check that one out first, and then come back and watch this one. That being said, we've got the box sealed up, so I've got to get it open. Let me go ahead and get this box open and get the PCGS box out of there next. All right, we've got the PCGS box out of the other box. This time we get a blue case. Let me go ahead and remove the tape, get my invoice out of here, and set up the box so that we can take a look at what we got. As an FYI, I have 10 coins that I submitted. On this video, unlike the last one, I didn't check to see what grades I got. So I'm gonna keep them in whatever order they are, turned reverse, and we'll just go through one by one. Some of these coins I found during coin roll hunts. Some were coins that I found from some eBay purchase rolls that I thought were nice enough that I would go ahead and submit them. And others were just part of my collection that I thought, hey, why not get them graded? All right, we'll be back in a second. All right, we have got the PCGS box open, invoices removed. Fortunately, I was able to open it, and when I pulled the invoices out, they're facing reverse, so I haven't seen anything. I don't really remember the order I have them in, but I can see here by the back of this one that it is a quarter, and I think I know which one it is based on the obverse. So let's get into it. Here's the very first one I have here, and this one is going to be a state quarter, and if I recollect, I submitted a 2004 D Wisconsin extra leaf with the high leaf variety. Now, the condition on this coin isn't that great, but it's not that bad. And if I remember, I was hoping that I would at least get an AU grade, somewhere between 53 and 58, but I was also praying for maybe, possibly, a mint state. I highly doubt it. There's just too much dings, but let's take a look and see what we got. PCGS graded AU 58, FS-101 Wisconsin extra leaf high, and it's a beauty. I'll show this to you right here. You can see that extra leaf, which is high, touching the center of that husk instead of the very tip. Now, this is one I've had in my collection for a little bit. Just wanted to get it authenticated. Hoped for a mint state. We got AU 58. Not too bad. I'll take it. If I bring up the certificate number on this particular coin, right here, there is 3 in this grade population, 17 higher. Not bad. Can't get mad at that. So we're in the population report for the 2004 Denver Minted Wisconsin Extra Leaf High. Unfortunately, they don't want to give me a price for AU 58, but we can look at sold auctions at MS64, which is not a ton higher than this one, about $120. So if we just cut that in half, maybe 2/3, this is about a $60 to $75 coin. Now, I know a lot of you are going to go through these coins with me and say, Rob, why did you pay to get them graded? If you're eating up most of the cost, it's an obvious high leaf. I know that, but I love having them slabbed and authenticated. It does make resale a lot better. Plus, it's my only one I have of the high leaf, and I wanted to get it graded. Either way, I'm okay with it. Hoped for a mint state. We got an AU. It's a good start. All right, next up is the Bicentennial Quarter. Now, I did find this one coin roll hunting. If you guys have not seen the video where I found this one during the video, I'll put a link up here to check it out. That being said, I'm super excited about this one. You recall in the video that when I found this double die obverse FS-101, I was really hoping that it would grade at least XF40. I think I even said it in the video, it's probably XF40, maybe 45. I was praying that when I submitted it, I would possibly get an AU grade, because the ones I saw online that were AU 53 were not much better, if better, than my example. Let's see what we got. All right, I'll take it. XF45, 1976D, DDO FS-101. Can't get mad at that. I'll take it all day. There are not many of these found in circulation or even been graded and found. So it's a pretty rare quarter. I was hoping for XF40. We got XF45. We didn't get higher than that. Man, that would have been cool to get an AU grade, but it happens. Either way, let me bring up the population report on this one because I do believe they have the values. I decided to bring up my certificate number because it was a lot easier. You can see it here. We've got my variety of 5897, XF45. Population in this grade, only 1. That's crazy. And only 30 graded higher. So the value is $250 in this grade for this coin that we paid a quarter for during one of our hunts. Super excited about this one. I've been looking for it for years. We found one, we got it graded, we got it authenticated, and we've got pretty good value for it. Very cool. The next coin I have here is a nickel, and I submitted 2 of them. This is a Denver Mint, so this is going to be the 1950D. Now, I've scoured all of my nickel hunts, and there's so many that I have. I don't remember which video this is from. So I do know I found it coin roll hunting because all of my 1950D nickels I have found coin roll hunting. I have 3 of them. This was my best one, and I decided to submit it for grade. Now, I knew it didn't have full steps, so I didn't submit it for full steps. But it does have a lot of the steps showing. But I didn't want to pay the $18 for full steps designation because I knew it probably wouldn't receive it. That being said, I knew it was a very fine example, and I was like, man, this has got to be mint state. Somewhere between 63 and 66 was my guess. Let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, mint state 65. I'll take a PCGS graded 1950D key date nickel at MS65. Not too bad. I was hoping for 66, but I also knew in the heart of hearts it could be as low as 64, 63 even. And we got the higher end of what I was expecting. So that makes me very, very happy. It is a beautiful full luster coin. Mint state 65 is not a bad grade. This is one of those ones where unless it has full steps and unless it's in high grade, and I'm talking 66, 67 even, you're probably not going to get your total value back for getting it graded. But I had to submit it. It was so nice. Let me bring up my certificate number on this one and give you an idea of the population and the price. So here's the certificate number, my 1950D. You can see that there are a ton in my grade as well as a lot higher. The 1950D nickel was a key date from the get-go, not that many minted, so a lot of them were kind of collected, so many were kept in high mint state grade. So because of that, unless you get a 66 or 67, you're really not getting a lot of value. My coin's graded at 65, so it's going to be a $25 coin. When you take the money that I spent to grade it, we're probably not even break even, but I'm okay. You never know if you might get that extra higher grade and then it'd be worth a lot more. Either way, nice MS65 50D key date nickel to add to the collection, and that makes me happy. All right, next up is another nickel. And I remember this one because I submitted 2. This is going to be my 1939. Now, I did recollect the video that I found this one in. It was actually found in Detroit. I did some road hunts, and in my Detroit Box 2 road hunt, which I'll put a link up to that video right there, that's where I pulled this out. I even posted pictures on Instagram of it because I thought it was such a beautiful coin found in a circulated box of nickels. I looked at it, and honestly, when I checked out the steps, it does have a ding across them, but I thought, man, it's got full steps. Full steps in the middle and full steps to the left and right of the Monticello building. So this one I decided to submit with the full steps designation, and I was hoping it would get a high mint state grade, at least 65. In my opinion, this one was a 65 or a 66, possibly a 67, and I was pretty certain I would get the full steps designation, but you never know. With PCGS graders, you kind of got to have your fingers crossed. That being said, let's take a look and see what grade we got and if we got the full steps designation. I will take it. PCGS MS65 full steps designation, reverse of the 1940. Take a look at this coin. Holy cow. We found this one coin roll hunting. Had this been a D or an S, it would have been epic, but it's not a key date, it's a common date. And as a matter of fact, even in this grade with full steps, it's not gonna have a lot of value. Still, I wanted to submit it. I was praying for a higher grade, but 65 is good. I knew it'd be right around there, and I'll take it. We got the full steps designation. Let me bring up the cert on this one, and we'll take a look at the population and the price. So here's my certification on it. 1939, 5-cent reversal of the 1940. MS65, full steps. There's 316 in this grade, 512 higher. PCGS price value about 50 bucks. Can't get mad at that. We're a little bit better than break even on this coin. We paid a nickel for it, plus the grading fees, so we're actually a little bit ahead. I'll take it. Plus, it's a beauty in a holder. Man, if we would have got a 66, it'd be increasingly more valuable, but you know what? We'll take what we got. I'm happy to get the full steps and an MS65 grade. Very cool. Not bad for something we found in a roll in Detroit. Next up, we have, wheat cent. So I submitted 2 wheat cents. Both were 1931 S's. One was pretty nice, pretty much almost red or red-brown. This one is a brown, so I know it has to be the one I found from an unsearched eBay roll that I got. And I'll have a link to this eBay unsearched rolls, if you will, up here so that you can check it out. But this is going to be a 1931 S that I found from an eBay roll. Very cool. Let's see what we got. I was hoping on this one somewhere between very fine 30 and XF 45, in that range. Let's see what we got. You know what? I will take it. 1931 S, PCGS graded XF 40. Can't get mad at that. It's a beautifully struck coin, and for being brown and in circulation, I was very happy. Now, a lot of the 31 S's are faked. They implant, if you will, an S mint mark on a 31 to go ahead and make it more valuable. So I wanted to at least make sure it was a legit 31S. And then if it was, I wanted to get it graded in slabs so that I could sell it to someone who might need it for their collection. The reason why I wanted to sell this one is because the next coin is going to be the other 31S that I had in my collection that I'm hoping for a high grade on. Either way, let me bring up the certificate on this one and give you an idea of the population and value as well. All right, here's my certificate number, and we have a 1931S XF40 brown, only 866,000 of these bad boys minted. Population is 571, many higher because once again, everyone knew this was going to be a low minted coin, so they kept them in great condition. Either way, $100 coin that we got from some eBay rolls, I'll take it. I know 90% of the time, maybe 99% of the time, it's not worth buying rolls on eBay, but every once in a while, you get a lucky score like I did on this one, and I'll take it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Happy to have it. It'll go nice in someone's collection. No sense lollygagging. We're going to get right into the very next one right here, a 1931S. Take a look at this coin. I've had this in my collection for a couple of years now, and it's been one that I've always wanted to get graded because I thought it was for sure some kind of mint state. It's probably going to be a tweener, 61 or 62, but man, it's so nice. A, I wanted to make sure it was legit by getting it slabbed, and B, because it's so nice and lustrous, I was hoping to get a red or a red-brown designation as well next to it. That being said, let's flip it and see what we got. I will take it. PCGS graded MS63 red-brown. RB means red-brown, and brown is BN. Holy cow. Beautiful. Unbelievable. Let's get this one under the light a little bit if we can see it with some better lighting. The light's going to bounce off it. I apologize, but man, it is a beautiful, beautiful coin. Too bad we didn't get the red, but it does have too much brown in it to be red. I'll take it either way. What a beauty. Let me bring up the cert on this one. We'll take a look at the population and the price. Now, of course, a lot are going to be graded higher, like I said, because everyone hoarded these. But let's take a look anyway. So here's the certificate number, 1931S, MS63 red-brown. Again, low mintage, 579 in this grade, 1656 higher, $185 coin. I will take that all day, brother. That makes me happy. Would have been nice to get a grade or two higher, but I'm not picky. It's legit, it's got a good grade, and a good color. We'll take that all day. All right, next up we have an Indian head cent. Now I submitted 3 Indian head cents. One was a 1908 S, and this doesn't have the S mint mark, so it's not that one, plus it was brown. And then I also submitted 2 Indian head cents that were 04 and 7. So I don't know which one this is. They both were in really good grade in my opinion. So I'm hoping, because I'm assembling a Mint State Indian head cent collection, I'm hoping that this one will at least get an MS63 or close. Now, as far as the coloring, I'm hoping for a red-brown on this one, but it does have a lot of brown, so it'll be tough. Let's see what year it is, what grade we got, and what color designation we got as well. Okay, this is the 1907 PCGS graded MS63 brown. Man, I was hoping we might squeeze out a little red-brown color, but you know what? We'll take it either way. Bummer that it got a brown, but I guess when you put it under the light there, you can see it does have a lot of brown. It does have some red, though, so I was hoping for that. I think they graded this one a little bit harder. What do you guys think? Should it have gotten a red-brown? Maybe it's just me being hopeful. Either way, Mint State 63, I'll take that all day. 1907, that'll go great in my collection of Mint State Indian head cents, and that makes me happy. Let's take a look at the PCGS population and price on this. Probably not much more value than its cost to slab it, but I still wanted it slabbed for my collection. Once again, here's the certificate number, 1907 MS63 brown, 268 in that population grade, and 300 higher, $65. We really wanted it to be a 64 or 65 and maybe even a red-brown grade, but you know what? I'm not unhappy. It's a chance you take. I'm happy that it came back with a good Mint State grade. Too bad it didn't get the red-brown like I've said 100 times now, but I'm just a little bummed about it. Either way, $65. We still made some money on this one, and I'll get to put it in my collection regardless. So the next one is going to be, okay, the next one's going to be a 1904 now. And this one's got some beautiful coloring. Beautiful coloring. I've had it in my collection for a while, just like the other one. I wanted to get it graded so I can get a Mint State grade and put it in my book. But I'm just seeing right here, genuine, not gradable. Holy cow. You can see the back when they don't have that and when they do. What are they going to say on this one? Cleaned? PCGS genuine, cleaned, uncirculated detail. So it is in Mint State. I knew the color was suspect, but a lot of these Indian head cents do have some odd toning. I don't agree with the cleaning grade. I looked at this under the scope quite a bit, and I did not see any circular rub marks. I just didn't see it. But then again, I'm not a professional grader. What a bummer. Well, it happens. It's got Mint State details, but they're calling it clean, so we will not get a grade on this one. Man, I'm not going to lie, that kind of hurts, but still a valuable coin. Obviously, even with the cleaned designation, they're saying that it's uncirculated details. I'll take it, I guess. Oh, well. Well, it happens. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you don't. Either way, we're not going to spend too much more time on this one. It's a bummer. So next up is, okay, this is my 1908 this time because it's my third Indian head cent with the S. Now this one I actually purchased in an auction on eBay because one of the enders was an S mint marked Indian head cent. So I was hoping it was a 1909. Obviously it was a 1908. That's what we got here. But I spent over $200 on this roll. It was a roll with a lot of Indian head cents with the 2 enders. And I figured between this coin, if it's legit, and the other end, it was right around the $200 value with everything else in the middle expecting to be common. That's pretty much how it came out. I was able to add some Indian head cents to my album, which made me happy. But I really wanted to get this one graded because I wanted to A, make sure it was a legit 1908 S, and B, hope for a decent grade. Now, I'm hoping for a very fine 30, do an XF40 on this coin. When I looked at it under my scope, that's what I assumed it would be based upon the wear points and the strength of the strike. So, without further ado, well, we know it's genuine because it doesn't have anything here. So that's good. We know it's not going to be cleaned or anything like that. That's a good sign. Let's take a look at it. Okay, very fine 30. Right at the bottom of what I thought it might grade. I was hoping for a little bit higher, but I'll take it. Doesn't matter. It's still a 1908S confirmed legit VF30 PCGS slabbed. Not a bad deal. Let's go ahead and take a look at the certificate on this one. See the population and the price. All right, here we go. 1908S, 1,115,000 minted, VF30 brown, 511 in this grade, 2,500 graded higher. Either way, $135 coin. I'll take it. Got most of my money back with this one coin, and when we take all the other coins we got, we were probably break even. If I had got a XF40 on this, I'd be ahead, but we're probably break even. You win some, you lose some. I'll take it. I can add a 1908S slabbed from PCGS VF30 to my collection. I almost forgot. If you want to check out the video where I purchased the eBay rolls and found this one in the roll, I say found, I knew it was an ender, go ahead and click the link right above there. Now that we've done that, we're going to get on to the very last one right here. Oh yeah, this is my standing Liberty Quarter. It's a 1917 Philadelphia Type 1. You can see it's a Type 1 by the reverse. No stars under the eagle. I thought this was a very nice coin. I didn't think it was higher than VF20 or 30. I was praying it might get higher than that, but that's about where I saw it. Anyway, I love SLQs. I've always wanted to get one slabbed. I've never had one in good enough grade to do so. This is the best one that I had, and it was a good year. So, let's take a look. We know it's not cleaned. That's a good sign. PCGS VF30 1917 Type 1. Now, I've shown you guys this on my live streams before. It does have some weird coloration, but at the end of the day, the strike was clean. Thought it was a beautiful one. Decided to get it graded. 1917 Philadelphia Type 1 SLQ in VF30 condition. About where I thought it would get. Not too unhappy with this whatsoever. Let's take a look at the price and the population on this one. Here we go. 1917 Type 1 SLQ VF30. 127 graded at this one. 3,188 graded higher. Man. $95 value. So right below the cutoff, a lot of the coins I got graded were under $100, but they have sentimental value for me. Either I found them coin roll hunting, or they're the nicest ones I have, or I'm trying to build a mint state set. All of the above. Either way, I do want to remind everyone that if you are going to submit coins in for grading, you definitely want to have a pretty good idea of what they may or may not grade. You do want to check for cleaning. I missed one. And at the end of the day, if you can afford to do so, then do it. But it can be costly to grade coins that don't return a lot of value, so be careful how you spend your money. I'm happy with the money I spent. We're definitely above break even, considering some of these I found for coin roll hunts, and some of these I've had in my collection. I just wanted to get them slabbed, authenticated, and preserved for years. Hopefully you enjoyed this second edition of my PCGS unboxing video. Keep in mind that I'll be doing more videos just like this in the future for other varieties I have found coin roll hunting, or other coins I have picked up along the way or currently have in my collection. If you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.